Hi everybody, Miro from Wheatland Realty here. Thank you for joining me today and welcome to Park Bench Plainfield, your local community website where we feature and share the stories of business professionals who live or work in the Plainfield area. Today my guest is Tasha and she is the Executive Director at the Chamber of Commerce. I hope that you enjoy her story and find it beneficial. Good morning, Tasha. Thank you for joining me today and welcome to Park Bench Plainfield. It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So why don't we just start with you telling us what it is that you do at the Chamber of Commerce?
So I have been with the Chamber of Commerce for just over 6 years, and I am currently the Executive Director of the Chamber.
What would you say are some of your major responsibilities as the Executive Director of the Chamber?
So I would say that I, honestly run the office. I have 3 employees that are underneath me. I have a membership relations director, a greeter, and I also have an executive assistant. So my whole goal is to be the person that can be more visible out in the community, be at events, and kind of help create some of those other events and connections within our businesses.
And what made you want to do what you do? How did you get into it? That's always an interesting story.
It is. So I actually was a chamber member prior to getting this position. And I worked in higher education and I did community relations and was involved not only in the Plainfield Chamber, but some other local chambers as well. And I worked on one of our chamber's events for a couple of years, the Plainfield Harvest 5K Run Walk. And at my current position where I was, my job was getting eliminated, and I had an opportunity to either stay there and move back into some other portion of the education, or I could take an opportunity and try to find something else. So the committee that I was on, there was a couple of board members within the chamber that had found that out and encouraged me to apply for the executive director position. Mm-hmm. So it kind of, I say it fell in my lap to a point. It wasn't an easy process of going through lots of interviews. When you have 14 board members that you have to go meet with, for your last interview. But that's ultimately how I ended up getting the position, and it felt right. Being very active in the Plainfield Chamber, I already knew some of our members. So now it was just being able to get on the other side of the table with that and help make the chamber become even more successful.
Can you share with us, for those of us who do have businesses in Plainfield,
absolutely,
but are not members yet, why would we want to join?
So there's a lot of misconceptions with chambers of commerce. People think, you just pay dues and people are going to come, and you get your little sticker and it goes on the door. That's really not how we run our chamber, and a lot of local chambers in this area the same. So joining the chamber gives you an opportunity to meet other local business owners, not only through your connections of networking, but events that we do. Also getting more involved in your community. The Plainfield Area Chamber, we have many different committees that we do everything from our 5K committee, which is a huge event within Plainfield, all the way down to our education committee. And our education committee is something where we have not educators necessarily that are on this committee, but business owners that want to be able to give back to local students to be able to go to college and scholarships. So, lots of different opportunities. It's very important for business owners to know that if you do join the chamber, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. And that's kind of why I say, you can pay your dues and put your sticker in your window, but that's not necessarily going to get people out there. Our slogan is Shop Chamber Business Members First. We promote that, so when our phone rings in our office and if somebody asks, where's a great place to go get your hair cut, or where's a great place to stay, all those different things. We're going to list off first our chamber members. And then if we don't have somebody in that field, then we can kind of go to our own, personal opinions. So it's a great group. We have over 750 businesses that are a part of the chamber. We've grown tremendously over the 6.5 years that I've been here. So it's definitely something to think about if you haven't had an opportunity to join, or if you're thinking about joining. We'd love to have you come into the office and sit down and talk with us.
Can you share with us any success stories or any favorite stories that you might have?
You know, well, I say success stories. One, I mean, honestly, I'll say, I don't want to say it's a success, but it kind of makes me happy is kind of how I got where I'm at. You know, I was a member and was able to get this position. We also had an intern recently that worked for us, and coming out of college, she worked for us for about a year and ended up getting a job afterwards.
That's awesome.
With a chamber member.
Awesome.
Yeah, so again, it's all about those connections. We have a couple chamber members that have started out full force with us and just getting extremely involved, wanting to be there. And those members have been a member for a year, and not necessarily just about giving money or sponsoring events, but just being visual. And a couple of those members have become board members. So now their voice is being heard within the organization and really wanting to be a part. And I think that that's one of the things that I really cherish and enjoy about my job, is to see the people that do come in with that passion, knowing that the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. So we do have quite a few of those success stories, you know, and it's fun, and it's nice to see those faces out there.
What have been some of the challenges or obstacles you had to overcome?
You know, some of it I think is the perception of, like I said at the beginning, of what people think a chamber is. And so really trying to get out there publicly and being visual, not only myself as the executive director, but making sure my employees are out there. So I would think that's probably one of the biggest things. You know, we don't just do events. That's not who we are. I mean, yes, we do plenty of events throughout the Plainfield community, but for our business owners, it can't be just about that. And so I think some people think they perceive it that way. So just being able to teach people and tell the story about a Chamber of Commerce, and that's kind of why I'm here, because I think it's a great thing for people to understand the difference of really, truly why we're here, you know, getting involved in the community, but also with your businesses that are local and getting to know each other. Again, it all comes down to your relationships with people, and I think we've been able to achieve that and really spread that awareness through our community and with our business community. I think that that's why we've grown so much. You know, our staff is phenomenal. That, you know, does a really good job of promoting the organization and everything that we can offer to those businesses out there.
The Chamber is a not-for-profit organization. It's different than a business.
Absolutely.
And you just talked about getting the word out and really putting yourself out there, which is what a lot of us small business owners have to do.
Absolutely.
What advice would you have for other business owners who are trying to spread the word and increase their exposure and recognition? What have been some of the things that you've learned?
I will say, I mean, obviously time has changed with the way that we market ourselves, and one of the things is exactly what we're doing right now. Doing videos, being public on social media, I think is very huge for businesses. You can talk to even some of our downtown businesses right here in the downtown area. They promote a lot of their stuff because as a small business owner, you may not be able to get out and attend, you know, whether it's a chamber event or just a community event, because you might be a one-man show. And so it's very important to be able to promote yourself as much as possible. And the fact that social media and the way that marketing has worked has changed. If you're not taking advantage of that, in my opinion, I think you're losing out. I mean, even us as a chamber, we're trying to get out there a little bit more with social media by doing live videos when we're at ribbon cuttings, when we're at events. As much as it makes people uncomfortable, it's important because then it makes people really see who you are, and as not only a business owner, but as a person as well. So,
great. What keeps you going? What motivates you? I know you already addressed part of it, but after doing something for a while, it's only human nature to feel a little burnt out. But you got so much energy, I need to share with us, you know, what keeps you going?
You know, I'll be very honest, because you're 100% correct. You know, every year it's the same events. You know, we try to change things. So I think it's more of the energy of our members. You know, you start to see new people get involved, which will then bring new energy to us. And I think that's one of the main things that keeps me going. But I'm also very passionate about my community. And I enjoy what I do, and I think that's very important. I think anybody in wherever they're working, if you're not happy, you're not going to put 100% into it.
Right.
And I also think it's the people that I work with. You know, it takes some time to find the right people to be in your office, but when you can rely on people and they can answer questions if you're not there, it's a huge relief for me, especially, you know, when I can't be in the office and we have somebody call for something, you know. So I think it's the relationships. I enjoy being able to, you know, walk into a restaurant and, you know, some people do know who I am because of the chamber, especially if I'm downtown. And it's fun to have those types of relationships with people, because then to me, it's more real. And so I think that's one of the main things that keeps me going. You know, and our events, they're fun. You know, we do everything from a business expo to the 5K, to a Halloween event downtown, to a Heart of Christmas event during, you know, the Christmas time down here. And it's giving back to our community. So that's another big piece as well. So I kind of get to touch every little piece that I enjoy doing, whether it's giving back, being public, and creating relationships with people.
Tasha, before we wrap things up, is there anything exciting happening right now that you would like people to know about?
Absolutely. So as mentioned, the Chamber does put on quite a few events throughout the year. We have 2 big events that are coming up next month in February. February 15th is our Spring Business Expo. This is a free event for the community to come in and check out some of our businesses that want to participate in this. We hold this event over at Plainfield High School in the Field House. That day we will have a pancake breakfast that's donations that all goes towards the Plainfield Academy. Then we also have obviously the expo that goes on. We have entertainment that will be going on during that event. And on top of that, we have a shred event. So anybody in the community that's looking to get rid of those, you know, documents that you need to shred, and it's free, come on out to that expo on the 15th of February and you can drop that off. It's a great event. You know, our business owners really do enjoy it as well. So we're looking forward to that. And then the following week is our Plainfield Giving Gala. This is an event for the second year. The Chamber has partnered with an organization called Friends for Charitable Giving. This is going to be held at the Bolingbrook Golf Club. And this event is an event for the community to raise funds for local organizations, nonprofits in our area. And last year, we were able to donate about $70,000 back into the Plainfield. Wow, that's
really amazing. I hate to interrupt you, but that's
no, you're
truly
fine.
Amazing.
It was an amazing thing for us to be a part of it last year, and we're really excited to be a part of it again this year. Tickets are on sale for that right now. You can go to the Chamber's website to actually purchase those tickets if you want to. So that is another big thing that's coming up. And then, you know, throughout the year, we've got our annual cruise nights on Tuesday nights during the summer.
What's the easiest way for someone who's interested in checking out some of these events and attending them? What is the best place to go to get this information?
The best place to go is going to be our website. So if you just go to www.plainfieldchamber.com and click on events calendar, it will list out, we have a community calendar and a chamber calendar, but if you click on the chamber calendar, it's going to tell you everything that is going on as far as these big events, and you'll be able to purchase tickets for those. All of our events, just so the community is very aware, you can attend whether you're a chamber member or not if you're trying to get a feel if you want to participate. So I do encourage that. You know, you always want to try it before you buy it. I mean, it's you know, an easy thing to do. So definitely go to our website in order to purchase some of those tickets for these events.
Great. Once again, Tasha, thank you so much for hanging out with me here today.
Absolutely, thank you.
And giving us a chance not only to get to know what the Chamber is all about, but also to get to know you a little bit better. And thank you for sharing your story.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
If you would like more information on the Chamber of Commerce and would like to reach out to Tasha and her team, all you have to do is scroll down to the bottom of this page and you'll see all the different ways that you can reach out. And for those of you who would like to get a chance to share your story on this website, please go to www.parkbench.com/Plainfield and click on the request interview link and we'll take care of the rest. Thanks for joining us, everyone. See you next time.